Cold or no cold, you ready for 37 carries?
How many carries I need, to get that win. So, we're just going to try to practice hard this week. Get ready for it.
Marcus, can you just talk about last year's Georgia game and how much confidence that gave you that you could really perform at a high level in the SEC?
That whole week we prepared, to run the ball. And I knew coming into the game that we were going to run the ball a lot. And, once I got in my groove, I felt like I could be successful. And, obviously I had a good game. But this year, it's a whole different year. They're watching film and they'll be ready.
Even though it's a whole different year, do you feel like they're gonna, do you think they're gonna look to game plan against you, be extra motivated against you, just kind of pretty much the way you embarrassed them last year?
Definitely. They just lost to Boise State, and they're gonna be a mad defense, and they're definitely gonna be ready to stop her.
Marcus, do you consider yourself an old school SEC running back when you ran up the middle and carried it 35 times pretty much every Saturday?
Those are guys I look up to, like George Rosder, Herschel Walker. I love watching film on them because, they're real tough, real powerful, and, that's the kind of game I like to, be like, but, still got a long way to go.
Marcus, did it surprise you at all last year that they stayed in that same 3-4 despite you pretty much running, inside zone read on every play?
Inside zone is a hard run to stop, because it can go anywhere. So with any defensive front, any kind of defense, it's hard to stop. So, I respect them for keeping that defense the way it was.
Marcus, obviously a conference game this week. I know you don't get into this kind of thing much, but Bakari Rambo had some comments after the game last year. I won't ask you to give any bulletin board material, but is this game particularly personal for you at all?
Nah, not at all. I remember what he said, and they missed a lot of tackles, just like he said. And, that was good for us. So it's not personal. I'm just gonna run and do what I do, and play hard.
Marcus, knowing that they're going to kind of be coming after you, how do you stay patient? How do you not get frustrated? Say if the first couple carries don't go your way.
I just do what my coach said. Coach Graham just says, go get those 2 yards, go get those 3 yards, and just keep falling forward, and they'll turn into 9 and 10-yard gains. So when it's not going my way early, I just keep pounding, I know it's going to come eventually.
Marcus, all the people that came before you are kind of trying to downplay this Georgia game, but what's your opinion? It looks like to, I think everybody sitting here, that this is a huge game considering the expectations of this team and maybe the goals of this team as well.
It's definitely a big game. And, Georgia's a great team with a lot of tradition. We got to come in ready. We know it's an important game, but, this is the game we focus on right now. And, that's beating Georgia, so it is an important game this week.
Marcus, what did you learn about this offense a week ago when you were put in a situation where you were down 17 points? And how can that help you down the road? Because there are going to be other games this year where you're down maybe 7 points in the fourth quarter or down a couple touchdowns. What did you learn last week that can help you going forward?
We learned we can be really good and we can be really bad. A bad offense. And, we came back. And that's something we haven't done in a long time. Came back from a, 10-point deficit, and we got up a lot on them. When we execute, we can be pretty good.
Back to them. Yeah.
Marcus, I'm following up on an earlier question. It's going to be a hostile environment down there, and how do you, second game of the season, first conference game, how do you stay focused, and are you feeling any additional pressure being that this is Georgia and this is a very critical game in the division?
We just try to do what our coaches tell us to do. And, if we execute our plays, if we stay calm, I think we'll be fine. you know, we played in, you know, hostile environments, you know, all last year, you know, in front of 80,000, 90,000 people. So I think, you know, as a whole, we'll be fine as far as the crowd and everything. We know how to, you know, stay calm and, you know, do what we do.
With the fumble and the missed block there in the first quarter, how humbling was that for you, and how easy or difficult is that to erase those bad things from your mind moving forward in the course of the game?
It's real easy to erase it. You know, we're just desperate for that next play. You know, to get better on that next play, get more yards, or pick up that block. So, I mean, I'm not even worried about that. You know, just get ready for Georgia.
Marcus, talk about the blitz pickup. ECU, of course, ran a 3-4. I know they give you some different fronts, either the under and the over front. Caused you some problems. You're going to face a similar defense in Georgia. You had some breakdowns there. Where's that breakdown coming from? Is it slide protection, or is it the back's responsibility to pick up that blitz and outside linebacker?
It's mainly the fullback and the tailback. And, you know, we'll make a certain kind of call, you know, me and Dalton or me and Coffee. And he'll take the inside or I'll take the outside. You know, we kind of got scrambled up a little bit. I didn't see the man loop over it. And, you know, it's kind of tough to see it, but you got to see it. You got to pick it up.
Marcus, we've all heard guys right here in the middle. We've all heard guys through the years say, guys who run like you, they get better as they get more carries, they get worked up. Can you explain that phenomenon to me in terms of how much better you feel after a few carries, if in fact you do?
You know, as the game goes on and as I do get more carries, I feel like it opens up a little bit more, and you know, I can see a little bit better. You know, my vision is a little bit better, and I mean that allowed me to break more tackles and run harder. You know, I'm not being as patient. I'm just hitting the hole as fast as I can when I get 2 or 3, 4 carries in a row. And I mean that's what I enjoy.
When Georgia signed their own young tailback this spring, what was it like to hear people say, "Oh, he's going to be their Marcus Lattimore"?
It felt good. I met the guy actually one time. He's a great back, and I mean just to be compared to is real humbling. It's very nice to hear.
Marcus, I know it's only one game, but talk about your offensive line, the 2011 version, and what you saw Saturday night and what you expect from them on this Saturday.
They did a great job, you know, the whole game. And, you know, they're just getting better. You know, all 5 of them, you know, AJ first time starting, he did a great job. TJ, Kyle, Arkevius, and TC. So, I mean, all those guys, they'll be ready for Georgia.
Marcus, think back to a year ago at the end of the Georgia game. What thoughts were going through your mind? Was it something along the lines of, you know, I can do this at this level, and as a team, we can do this, we can do special things? Because it seems like that was kind of the game that maybe flipped the switch and said, you know what, this isn't the same in South Carolina.
Yeah, that definitely gave us some confidence, you know, that we can run the ball. And, you know, after that, we did feel like, you know, we can contend, you know, for the SEC East and the championship, and we did. And, you know, we know that coming into the game that we can run the ball and throw the ball. We just have to execute our plays. And if we do that, we'll be fine.
Marcus, were you more surprised or angry when the ball came out? And with the whole quarterback thing, did maybe the media and some fans make too much of who was playing? Did you guys ever worry about who would start, who wouldn't start, or did that matter to you guys at all?
Yeah, I was kind of mad when the ball came out, but I mean, after that play, you know, I just kept going. You know, just erasing out my mind and went on to the next drive. But I mean, just the quarterback situation. I mean, it really doesn't matter. You know, both of those guys are capable. You know, as we've seen over the past 2 years. And I mean, whoever's going to be the quarterback is going to be the quarterback. So that's what, you know, Steven's dad said the best.
Anything else, Marcus?